Hello, welcome along. We're playing something a bit different today. Some Delta V Rings of Saturn. Hello, Joshua. Welcome along. It's nice for you to join us along. It's a little indie game. This I quite enjoy this. What, you were beaten? You were beaten, Tara. You weren't even here first. Slow. For the first time in forever. How are you doing? How's everyone doing? Doing all right? So yeah, Delta V, it's basically mining the rings of Saturn. Like literally, there's like bits to this. Like there's story elements and everything to this. I haven't really gone too much into that before. I've played the game a fair bit, decent bit. Not like too ridiculous amounts, but enough to slightly know what I'm doing ish. But we'll just get along for that. Let's get a random ship name though. I don't think, I can't set that specifically. So let's try and find something that's actually fun. I mean, this doesn't matter for the long run. This is just for the first ship because you can't change your ship in this. Faceless Hammer is pretty good. Universal Lion. Random ship name, you can't change the name. Yeah, you can't change the name, unfortunately. You get a registration number and the name. Extensional Storm. Unexpected Hermit's pretty good. Shining Rapscallions. I think I've got to go for this one. Oh, thanks for the pets. It is perfect.
You have to question everything. Why do people go missing in the rings? The company blames pirates. But why would anyone resort to piracy? There is no money to be made there. No glory. Only fear and, ultimately, death. Why would you choose that life? And why doesn't the company just blow them all up with an orbital strike? Don't tell me they don't know where they're hiding, with that array of telescopes watching everything.
This is pretty cool. I'm not sure if I've seen this before. Honestly, you don't know if you've ever seen us play this before. I think you might have. Hardcore play bullet time.
The company wants you to be an obedient little drone. Master ever doesn't care if it shoots ice, rocks, ships, or stations. They know that, and they hope you won't figure it out. They aren't your friend. Question everything.
A hydration check there as well. I did have a drink there while it was on the thing, so I have done this. Honestly, it's good. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it's I'm not sure how interesting it's going to be to watch. It depends. It could be really cool. I don't know, but there's like since I last played it, there's been a few different things. You can verify Cougar tells the truth. You can verify I'm telling the truth when you're sitting right next to us. It's funny. So yeah, what's interesting for this game as well, with like a lot of the equipment and everything that you'd use, a lot of it's like more side grade than like any sort of upgrades or different things. If you haven't said so, congrats on becoming an affiliate. Well, thanks. I think you might have, but I mean, if you didn't, well, thanks again, or thanks for the first time, or whenever. I'm I'm happy. It's nice. No, Terra. Why would you use that? I broke Cougar. And Cougar doesn't know how to take compliment. That's a problem. I've just realized I am going to be quite in the way of a bunch of the. It's not like massively in the way. I wonder. Is there really going to be much that's... I might move myself along a little bit. Because it just depends on like some of the things. Like some of the things you might... I'm not really blocking that much. I'll move myself along just a little bit though, I think. Bit more there. I don't want to move myself too far. But yeah, like I said, a lot of the stuff here would be different side grades. The main thing, I don't think I'm going to really do anything specifically first thing with this ship, but one of the most important things would actually be getting some crew. Just stay there, you'll complain if you're breaking us. Yeah, I want to hire some crew. Like, the most important crew to get is probably going to be the astrogator and geologist. Ideally ones at the minute with low salary because I can't afford much. I think the most important though to begin with, it'll just be a geologist. Now what do I have? I think I've got 20,000 dollars. I can't remember the currency is. You've got 50 mile/hour winds and a lot of rain. Oh no. Hope it doesn't do any damage. That's... I'll quickly get to the point of potential damage. So yeah, mechanic, it doesn't really need like early on. Like I could super cheap astrogator. See, technical awareness range helps with like report of the ships around. Like if it's a dash like that, it means it makes no difference, and up and down all make a different thing. So coordinate tracking time is how long anything I find in the rings, it'll stay there. To 70 mile/hour, I heard last bit of Hurricane Lee. Yeah, it was just breaking up here, wasn't it? Yeah, hopefully it doesn't be too bad. The hydration check. Oh god, am I gonna need a cooldown on this? I will try to stay hydrated though. I promise. Right, I don't think I saw actually a cheap geologist. I've only seen 2 available, both of which I can't actually afford. So I think I might actually end up just doing my first dive into the rings without a geologist, which I mean you can certainly do. It's just it makes it more difficult. So the geologist is worthwhile having because they'll give you estimations of what's going to be in said ring asteroids and the approximate price of any bits that come out. And they can be good for that, but because I don't have any there, and to be honest, I don't need an astrogator yet. I haven't seen anything. I think I'll just go out by myself and actually just gather some material. Now, so the deep words bits that come out. Oh god. This is already terrible. Great. So technical. Oh, I know. I really think about what I'm saying all the time. So much. So the best thing really to do is just the Hotman transfer, because that's like the cheapest and fastest way to get there. You can actually choose a different section within the rings to go, but it'll cost you a lot more to go in. You can actually just reset to that. Anywhere along the edge of the ring won't cost you any extra, but will take more propellant, and I believe more time as well. I don't think it lists it there, but obviously at the start, I want to be spending as little as possible, so I will just go for the Hotman transfer into the rings, and I'll just try and get. Am I mining bitcoins? No. No, I'm not. Is that the squiggly trajectory? That is the squiggly trajectory. Actually, no, the Hotman is the straight trajectory. You can have a much more squiggly trajectory, which I haven't gone for. Mine's the direct, fast one. So this is this is quite technical in like a lot of the ways that it runs everything. And it's with well, Newtonian physics as well, like on a 2D plane, so you don't have to think about the third dimension, but like you'll have your autopilot on, and at any point you can actually just turn, I think it's G, yeah, turn the autopilot off. So I can just use any of the thrusters anyways, and if I use to turn, I'll just start turning, and you don't stop. So you just spin forever. Same for like any direction. So the first thing I'm just going to do is pretty much just kind of go in and just try and find some like decent sized rocks to just start breaking up. Obviously I don't want to hit anything if I can avoid it, because damage and everything would cost money and time to repair, so the less I hit the better. Also the better rocks to mine tend to be much deeper in the ring, so we're just on the very surface level of the ring, so there's not really going to be such great material here. You can still get decent money out of it. It looks fantastic. Yes, technical. When you have the geologist can estimate the cost of bits that come out. Love it. At least 2Ds, simple things. That's right. Well, honestly, it's like the whole thing looks quite pretty, to be honest, like with how it will look. But yeah, you kind of need to balance all of your stuff. You can also actually, with the mechanic, and you can turn off different things. You can actually jury rig things as well if you do take any damage. In case anything, like you could do any better things with it to stop like further damage. The astrogrators, when you get the astrogrators, they'll keep track of any points of interest, which you can then travel to. Geologists, like I said, would be able to look around for approximate value of different things in the rocks by scanning them. Pilot is mostly to see other ships, so I can actually hail any ship that's nearby as well, just to see what they might say. But yeah, like a lot of the gameplay, it's actually just literally mining for rocks. There's a few different ways of doing it. The game does start you off with a basic ship with you have a mass driver, which I've just thought actually something I probably should have done is you can change the velocity of the mass driver even. So for instance, it starts out at like the middle sort of level. If I just come here and actually go and hit a rock because I made a mistake, it did knock something out of that, but I think that's just iron. I'll collect it anyway. But you've actually got to match velocity with the rocks and actually get them in that way. Not only that, once you've actually got said rock, you'll see it on the bottom corner here in your actual cargo bay. And if I now come to a stop, you'll watch it just go straight forward. So you've got to think about where things are in your cargo bay as well. Oh, and I'll just miss things as well. That might happen a few times. That'd be fun to think of though. You fire off a mass driver here, it's just going to hit something eventually. So yeah, when you actually get a geologist though, they'll be able to like scan the materials that come out and give you a price on them. Now, I know iron's not really worth anything. I don't know what this is. It could be platinum. But obviously different materials have different values. Ideally, you want to be looking for the highest priced items are beryllium and up. So that's kind of mostly what I'd be looking for. Like there's some right there actually. So this is the more higher value stuff that I'd kind of want. This is also usually like depending on the mass of it is depending on how fast it'll get shot out of the asteroid when you destroy it. Now this is why I kind of would rather have lower velocity on the mass driver, because the lower velocity is better for breaking up. Well, it takes longer to break up, but it's less likely to make things fly off. So that's true. You might the other options. Wait, what? You might the other more like option. Wait, what? That makes no sense. Sorry, English. We'll eventually find an orbit, so the bullet is a miss. Is probably orbiting Sun, or more likely orbiting Saturn, really. Well, it actually depends, because obviously it'll probably be going at escape velocity, depending on where you fire it, I guess. So yeah, I'm just letting them in it, like I said, because I don't have any that might help us, any crew that might help us. I'm just collecting whatever, because I'll just be able to go back to the station and sell all of this up. Like especially these blue ones. These are the ones I'm looking for. These are worth the most, like per kilogram. Oh, like that one there. That one's that's just gone. I'm not following that one. So another thing I want to pay attention to, it's not as important early game, but you can see how much propellant you've got in a transit reserve. So the transit reserve is mostly for if you want to travel back to the station with your main propellant. You can get back without like less than that, but then you've got to use a Xenon drive, which is so much slower. It's not as important early game because you're not as time bound by things, especially because I've got no crew. I've got no monthly payments. I don't have to worry about that. But obviously, you'll have to think a bit more about that. Another thing, like I said, point of interest. Eventually, you'll lose track of them over times. So you'll have things. Yeah, you see, some things are just flying out way faster than I could really do anything with. And this is, again, like I was saying, that it might have been more useful to reduce the velocity of the mass driver. But what I'll probably end up doing is moving over to like a mining laser or a microwave, mining microwave, because all of these aren't like asteroids. They are they're like ringroids. So these are actually mostly water. In fact, you can see the amount of water currently in my cargo space by its volume. You know, I've got nearly 20 meters cubed of water. Which makes sense, because obviously that is mostly what the makeup of Saturn's rings are. Also, of course, the more things I gather, the heavier the ship obviously gets, which is why my transit reserve is changing. It also gets more and more, you need more and more propellant to move around as you just gather more and more weight. I mean, something I'll probably get fairly early on is a better autopilot system as well. That's something that you can get direct upgrades on. Like, at least beyond the one you start with. Well, that's the sort of thing I want to do, just destroy a couple at once. "41 kilometers a second is the escape velocity." No, that doesn't sound right. Oh no. No, it does. I was thinking, yeah, kilometers a second, yes. Okay, so yeah, another thing is the music does change when things are happening around. I'm not sure if that might be like possibly like a pirate or something around. You can, in the visual feed up here, you can actually see like where you are in the rings. Another interesting thing is you'll see, especially if I was to use the main thrusters, you'll see like a shine effect on the visual feed after a second. At least it usually does. I'm not sure why it's not showing up now. It could be because it's too zoomed out. Normally you'd see a shine from the thrusters, like of any ship nearby. So it's another indicator of when ships are nearby, if you don't see any on the transponders. That's not you cutting and pasting info, that's you working it out and putting it in perspective. I'm welcome. Yeah, I'm curious why it is doing the like sort of more intense music. I mean, I'm intensely mining, but I don't think it's that. Like, nothing's coming up on the LiDAR scanner either. Like, sometimes it can have this sort of music for anomalies that can appear as well. They're a lot more likely either dip deeper into the rings, or there's also the the propellers, like looking parts of the ring. Like, you can see a bit here, that looks a bit like a propeller. That's where the mass of the rings tend to be a bit higher. You can sometimes find better things in them sort of areas. Oh, I hit something. I didn't even notice I hit something. But there is some ore here. I don't think I actually hit anything hard enough to do any damage, so I'm fine. That's like mainly what I'm doing at the minute. I just want to avoid doing any damage I can. Really, because as I said, repair costs are a thing. Repair time is a thing even. Like, if you need to repair anything on your ship, you've got to wait for it to be repaired as well. To the point that it could actually be something that's worth having another ship ready, just as like a backup. Get a bit closer. Another thing I could look at is getting a bit more. Oh, there's another mass driver. Bullet just gone. I just like the idea of like totally messing with that and just where it would go. I mean, it's much akin to like what it was doing in the intro sequence there. It was just like flying past many things before finally hitting it. I mean, to be fair, most likely it'll probably just hit another ride. Or does it tell you the velocity? I can't see. I don't think I can see on this screen. No, I'd have to look at it when I'm on the when I'm on the equipment screen, the loadout screen thing. I can't really remember what it like kind of defaults to. I mean, eventually I can get, like I said, different things for mining. Another thing you can do actually for mining as well is you can actually use your thrusters. Like, because your thrusters are firing out very hot propellant. And like it almost immediately melts the ice. Like if I go up to one of the, or you see I've got the music in, but I don't see anything around. So if I just go up to, say, this one. And then when I get closer to it, I just stop my velocity, which will fire the front thrusters. That might be, no, that was fine. Except, oops. I don't think I did any damage there. I might have been okay. Did do it like a bangy noise, but... oh no, I have done a slight amount of damage here. You can see from the misalignment. So this is where I was saying the jury and you can actually do just to like sort of change where it's at there, but then it would cause additional wear and things like that, which I don't really want. Also, if they're just like a tiny amount misaligned, that's not such a big deal. And like when you've got the more advanced autopilots as well, it takes that into account. So at the minute, the autopilot that you start up with, the one that I'm using here, doesn't take into account at all the weight of the ship or anything, any changes to it, or or anything like that. Oh, you can see there in the visual feed, actually, you can see a bunch of the different thrusters going off right here. All the different lights there is the different thrusters. So I wonder how many ships it's showing. Right, it does show 3 ships, but and I can see one of them here. Which one's that? It's you. So I can actually hail anyone here as well. This is MRS 3569 to SE 182 Shining Rapscallions. That's us. Stand clear of my excavation. I see no claim beacon. I was here first. If you stay here, you might have an accident. I see no claim beacon. What are you going to do about it? So you can actually get claim beacons. You can claim an area of the rings. And that actually does cost you money to do. But when you do that as well, you get a point of interest that you can go back to. So it can be useful if you find a mineral-rich area to just keep coming back to for a bit. I mean, we're not at that point. We are just going to ignore the fact that they've said they claim this area because, well, it's like it's right at the start of the rings as well. It's like not much here. I do like the fact that I completely missed the big rock I was going for and hit one behind it, which actually had some material in it. And if you look at that, we're actually pretty full right now. Like, there's not really a huge amount more. I think we could fit in the cargo bay a bit more. But I think even with that, we'll probably return back to the station soon. You know, I might as well just gather a bit more while we're here. Oh, damn it. I saw that like totally flying at us as well. The just this like tiny little bit of ore. I've got to be careful actually using the excavator because it does really zoom in as well, and I kind of don't really look at the other areas properly as I should really, maybe. Oh, that's something off miles. Oh, I think that might be some better material, actually. Yeah, I was otherwise going to chase some iron, that looks like, maybe. Okay, I guess I'm just using all of me propellant to get this last... I think this is probably the last bit I'll grab. Oh no, that was bad. As I said, this autopilot doesn't take into account... Oh, let's fire me in thruster, actually. That worked. Oh yeah, this is like pretty full now. I'm not really going to fit much more than that. I could probably try, but I don't think I will. I think at this point I'll probably actually return back to the station. So I'll just plot a course. You've got to do it. It requires like stuff to not be around you in this sort of area. I think it'll have you start moving as well. A lot of times, and you'll have to like make sure that you're not thinking. Oh, I think it's easier for that. Master miner. So you'll get to the returning screen and you'll get to see everything that you actually got, and how much if you were to sell it right now. You can't keep everything that you mine here, and there is like a mineral market, so you can actually grab things and sell them when they're actually high. At the minute, we're just going to sell them straight away because, well, we need the money. 74,000 for that. Not bad, not bad. So let's actually see what happened there. Okay, so yeah, it took a bit of damage here. I can't fix anything because I don't have a mechanic. I'd have to full on replace things. Which obviously is a bit more money. I think you can repair some things if they're a bit more damaged. Like you'd have the option to do that, but you need a mechanic in order to repair things. But another thing is when you've got a mechanic, you don't necessarily need to have a mechanic to take them with you into space on dives. You can actually have a mechanic that stays here on the station that purely exists to repair your stuff when you're here. So because like I said, all of the crew have different stats, and for mechanic it's jury rigging and repairing. So you'd want one that's good at jury rigging with you, and then one that's good at repairing back at the base. And like it like any of these effects don't stack as well. So if you've got a ship that's got way more crew slots, then chances are you'll want like someone that's the best at whatever bit. Like ideally with fewer slots you want someone that's good at both things, but you could get away with having someone that's good at one bit and someone else is good at the other bit and the other one. But let's actually see if we can find a geologist. So for instance, this one, I could afford them straight away, but I don't know if I do specifically want them because they wouldn't be that good, honestly. We can actually afford a bit more, and I'd probably go ahead and spend a bit more on a geologist that was pretty good. See, I do want the discovery range quite high. The prediction accuracy is nice, but I'd rather have the range. But I don't know if I'm going to have much of a choice of that. They're mostly all about the accuracy, and the only one that's actually got a decent discovery range is also very expensive. So I don't know if we would go for these at the minute. I could go for her. No experience, high education, but a decent thing, and I would get a slightly higher material discovery range, so I might actually go for them. Oh yeah, I was going to look at the tuning as well, because we're looking at the mass driver power. Actually, so yeah, I don't think it tells you the velocity of it. It's just the amount of power that's put into it. So it might be worth just dropping this down, unless I could, because another thing is I could potentially change out that mass driver like straight away. As I was saying, Possibly a laser, though I don't think I can afford one. And also I wouldn't have the power requirement. So yeah, I might need like more capacitors or yeah, like I could get a microwave emitter perhaps though, but then these are all really expensive. Another thing that can be useful to get for the main, like the how do I get back in? Yeah, for the high stress hardpoint. So not every ship has a high stress hardpoint, and one thing you can get is this this AR 1500 manipulator, which is just like an arm thing that you'll grab ore and pull it into your bay. So that can be useful as well, just to make things a bit easier to gather. Since not every ship can use that, it's quite nice to have. But another thing you can do with that is, if you find any wrecks out there, you can use this to grab on to the wreck and bring it an entire ship back with you, which you can then sell or keep. The only thing with something like that though is then I wouldn't have anything other than potentially using me thrusters to destroy the get the stuff out of the asteroids. Although what I could do is I could still use I could still use a mass driver perhaps on a low stress point on the left or right. I think the only thing with that is when it's on the left or right, it's obviously going to like sort of move yourself around a bit. It might not be a bad idea to do that though. I like the idea of having this arm mount. But I think, do you know what? I'll buy it. I'll buy that and I'll get the mass driver. Oh, I could actually get one that'll aim a bit more as well. I'll just get the base one. I don't think I need the aiming specifically. I don't think I need more. I don't think I need more ammo for it either. But I would like, possibly if I can, to upgrade me autopilot. I could get the next one up, but I think this one is, yeah, mid-fight. So I think that one actually would help with when I change the mass of the ship. It depends. I don't know how much I need that just yet. I mean, it might be helpful though, especially when I've got the mass driver now on the side instead. Let's go for it. I am immediately spending all my money without possibly looking at the crew. I do need that. I should get that geologist really. I'll get that geologist now. Hire them now. And I don't think I can really afford anything else beyond that. But just having, like I said, the geologist will help immediately with at least getting some more money on each dive. Although actually I could possibly save a bit of money by changing out my main thrusters. Not the reaction control, the main propulsion. Because I know this one is like a very powerful, very inefficient one, but it's a lot cheaper. A lot of them say I don't have the like sort of thermal requirement of them, but I think that's more for Well, the fact that I've just got the worst everything. But that would just be if I was to use any of these sustained, I'd easily run out of thermal capacity. So they won't work anymore. At least until I regain some. Oh, and everything that you like, anything you try here, you get like a simulation up here. You kind of examine just to see how it's going to affect all of your systems that you've got in. It gives you an idea of how that's going to work, and you can see it just like dumping the ultra capacitor using that, and you can see all of the sort of use of it. So yeah, you can take like a completely unbalanced ship out. That'll totally let you do that, but it'll be a nightmare to fly it around. Right, I think though I'll just double check. I did change the velocity of the. No, I didn't, because that was the other one before. I am going to lower that, like, I don't know, for 50 megawatts. I don't know what's a good amount for actually mining. So basically though, if you were to try and go and hunt ships and you wanted to use a mass driver, you want this as powerful as possible. It would do way more damage. But we're not mining, so oh yeah, that's something else that you can do as well. Is the Xenon amount, the transit use. You can actually put that to 0 and it'll just use propellant to get you there, like all the way there. And you can see, for instance, here, this is what you'd probably want to do once you've got a system in place that you can generate propellant out in the rings. Because if I've got that on 0% and it's using all propellant, it takes us 12 hours to get there. If I've got it set to full, it's just default, it takes 96 hours to get there. And this is where I'm saying, like, obviously the time amount is more of a thing, especially when you've got repairs to do, you've got the crew to pay and all of this. This is where things start going up. So at the minute it's not going to be a big thing. I've only got one crew, and oh yeah, you do there's like a pre-flight inspection as well, of just where it goes through and make sure that everything's up. You can't launch if things are broken. It won't let you. I haven't really need to do I need to do some prayers? Yeah, I just need to do maintenance, right? So and with the maintenance, oh no, the maintenance, right, is because I switched things around. So I'm trying to cost save SpaceX Simulator. I am trying to cost save. Yeah, so yeah, for that you can do different services, but this is just like, yeah, I could use the capsule hotel, which is where it's at. There's different things for like keeping on top of your crew morale as well, because that's another thing as well. But you do want crew as well, because I know that the reason for having crew is it's part of the like how you get the stories and stuff. So you'd actually interact with your crew depending on who you hire and get different parts of the story. That's also with just interacting with other ships that you'll find in the ring as well. So it is worth like just interacting and seeing what comes with that, because there's also stations out in the ring which you can get additional things. There'll be obviously the pirates. So what's interesting though, I have had on one run previously, is you can manage to hire someone that used to be a pirate, and they've got connections with the pirates. So if you've got them on the ship, then you can actually most of the time make friends with the pirates, or just like they'll not attack you because you've got said person on board, and then you can start interacting with them a bit more. I mean, most of the interactions is them just trying to extort money out of you, so half the time that's worth doing. When you just aren't set up to do anything with them, it's kind of would be a death sentence for me right now, unless I got really lucky. So since I upgraded, changed around the autopilot, you can see there's like a different thing around it. So like everything about this will have different interfaces to the point that literally if you get in another ship, you'll get an entirely different HUD because it's all appropriate to what your ship. But then you can also buy said HUD from a different ship and put it on the things. Is it only Saturn that you might? Yes, it's called Delta V Rings of Saturn. But yes. Oh, I should have thought a bit actually of... Oh, I need to turn that off for the minute, actually. I can't believe it. It just went and threw a rock into me thrusters. That's awesome. Right, so one thing I can do... I think I can do that one. Can I do that with one? Yes. Oh yeah, it actually gives you all the things there. So if I've just pressed 1, that's actually turned off me manipulator on for the minute. So it will grab onto anything. Like I'll even grab onto the big massive rocks. You can just grab onto them. Is there anything I can really do with them? I could, but again, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. The amount of misalignment. Not only that, the new autopilot I got should be able to compensate for the fact that it's now not great. But let's actually get a bit further in. Oh, let's try and get to the... Oh, that's quite deep in. But there is the... You can see one of the propellers things in the ring, so I can try and do that. I'll fly a bit faster which starts with some like rock music. Flying injury. The thing is, when you're flying so quick, the something went shiny in the view. Yes, it will. So yes, it can be UV as well. So if I find me thruster, you can see actually there, you can see me main thruster firing. There is a delay in that. Uh-oh. That was a mistake. I was too distracted. Right, so that's actually not good. Really not good for me. That warning is the reactor temperature. So there is another shining. Right, I'm going to slow down because I've just like totally destroyed one of me. Really destroyed one of me things. I'm actually gonna, do you know what, this will probably be replaced. These will both probably be replaced, so let's just jury rig for misalignment because I was silly. I should not have done that. I should be able to deal with that for just the duration of this, but yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Is that, oh, it is. So now though, I've just thought my mass driver is now on this side, so I'll have to think about that aiming. I should have possibly got the aiming one. Oh, and you can see there I now get a readout of what it is and how much it's going to be approximately. Although I think the geologist we got was actually pretty good with the price idea, and you can see when I've got manipulator on there, it'll grab onto it and it'll hold it there, and then when I open the excavator, it'll just put it in. Super handy, super nice. Just helps with gathering some resource. But yeah, because I've messed up quite bad and I'm gonna need to replace sources, I'm just gonna gather what I can at the minute. I know that, oh yeah, like I said, one of them, that some of the stuff just flies off like mad, so I had no chance of getting any of that. But I can just have that like gather and wait there, and it wants to grab the big rock. I don't want it to grab the big rock. Yeah, one thing that's sort of hard at the minute is the fact that the aiming part now is going to be like slightly off. As I said, there's at least one of the autopilots does give you a sort of aiming reticle, and I think it's like the next one off, so it'll actually be able to show us where I can aim. So that's like kind of worth it. I don't even want that because that would just take up too much space in my cargo. But again, that's why it's sort of useful to have the geologist, because I can just see a piece that I'm like, actually no, I don't want, because it's just going to take up loads of, like, this is obviously worth keeping. You know, that's a lot of platinum right there. You can actually even have them, like, there is different settings. So if I come here to me geologist, you can actually have them looking for different things as well. Like if I say look for, oh yeah, the manipulator as well. Of course, I forgot this. I can have the manipulator to not actually try and grab things, certain things. So actually, I don't want it really to grab iron. And you can just disable different things, like, so just not have these shown. Iron, I think it's just generally not worth having because it's so heavy, and it's not worth much. Most of the other material is generally worth having. You can also set a minimum value, so the me manipulator won't attempt to grab anything less than 1,000. And for the onboard computer, you can have it so it won't show, like, it won't bother showing it up. I think that's what it is. So like for this one, if I set this to 1,000, it shouldn't show up. No, it's not that. I can't remember exactly what this is. I think there is a way you can get them to only show material, certain material. I can't remember what it is though. I can leave this enabled though. It shouldn't try and grab rocks anymore. And it's not. And yeah, it didn't even attempt to grab that until we were aware of how much it was kind of going to be. Oh, I think I've got a jam there in me excavate. Oh yeah, that's something that's kind of annoying though. It's jammed. No. Come on. Oh, things are getting jammed on me in the front. He's me delicately just trying to get them. There we go. Some of the other ships have better methods of actually getting the stuff into the cargo bay, so unfortunately, yeah, this one can get caught. It's like a lot of this is just being a bit worthless. Again, this is what you'll find as well, is a lot of it will be kind of worthless when you're this like early on in the rings. I'm not very deep in the rings at all. Like, and there's obviously the different layers of the rings as well. High legendary. Oh, I forgot. Oh, that shouldn't be there. Actually, that's a good point. Actually, thanks for saying that. Because I should actually turn that reward off because that does not apply to this game. There we go. I had no idea I could do that, but okay. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I don't want a reward that doesn't apply on. I mean, if I did leave that on and someone did decide to do it, I would have just refunded points because it's only worth it if it's actually something that can be redeemed. wonder if there's something around here, though. I do want to see if I can find out what's the music for, because there is something that's blocking a bunch of light as well. I don't know if there's just something anomaly close by that's causing that. Hydration check as well. I will do that. I wonder if anything actually shows up around by... No. These are all too far away. I mean, that's another thing why you'd need a pilot, so they could scan the other ships a bit more for you. But yeah, I'd rather be in somewhere with a lot of dense... a lot more dense asteroids, because another thing that will happen is will be a lot more likely to just bounce off other asteroids. Oh, I want to make sure that that's just going to go in. Like these are a lot more likely to actually hit off things, so I'm more easier to grab, except the other one didn't. And obviously the manipulator arm has a bit more trouble grabbing onto anything that's got a lot of weight to it as well, but I want to be after the heavy rocks, that's the problem. Oh, look at that one, that's a big one. Go for the big one. Again, because it's still shattering a lot smaller ones, it's more likely to have the bits just bounce off between the other broken off bits, so I'm more likely to actually potentially grab something. Except that one did manage to avoid everything and fly off. I will go for it though, I think. Destroying everything on the way. Maybe I'll see something else. Oh, that's probably going to be... It's not worth it. Yeah, I'm going to go after the platinum, yeah. I mean, honestly, me heavily damaged sources hasn't really affected this too badly. I think it's probably going to be a bit worse now that I'm starting to get a lot heavier on in the ship. I mean, I can't remember how much that's going to be to replace, though. So it might actually be a lot of the money made here will be on just repairs. I'm doing good at just missing these as well. There might be some really unhappy people mining out here that are just getting randomly whacked by mass driver rounds. Is ammo a concern? It's not really a concern. I mean, obviously I'm using it up every time I shoot. I started out with a ton of mass driver ammo and I'm at 500 kilograms, so I've used exactly half of it. I think it's 10 kilo a shot. Let's find out. Yeah. So essentially a full load of mass driver rounds in this with the current amount I've got is 100 shots, so that's not really a big deal. You know, I can certainly easily deal with that. Oh, we've got some more big rocks here. I've managed to get a lot heavier rocks, it seems, this time around, though. Let's destroy some of these with me propellant. Why not? Yeah, you can see, like, the... I don't know if you saw that, but there was, like, a small rock of beryllium just... It's just gone. Because the problem with the beryllium is it's very light. But obviously, even a small amount of it is worth a lot. Something else you can get as well is like little mining drone things, which will actually go out and slow down, even collect things for you and bring them in. The thing is with them is though, they're also like they're used up, and you can only bring a limited amount of it. Some of the upgrades you can get for the ships as well do allow you to make more of them on site with material that you gather. I'm surprised, like, me geologist hasn't already asked for a raise or something. Because they'll occasionally do things like that. Oop. Oh, that's a lot of... Oh, that's a lot of... That, yeah. Hey, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Things like that. They must like us. Maybe they do. Oh, that's gone as well. They've got the music going off again, and it's a lot of the time it's for anomalies and stuff, but I don't see it. I think a pilot would help for a lot of that as well. I mean, another thing is if I did find a point of interest, it wouldn't be much use because I don't have an astrogator. Oh, I'm going to be able to get that beryllium shard there as well. I just saw it fly straight towards the asteroid back here. Which is why I said as well, it is useful to just be like in a very dense area. Because things are much more likely to just bounce off other things. Probably going to be able to go down this way and get this. I'll actually lock onto this now. No, I shot it. I shot it. How did I shoot that? It's so tiny. And I managed to shoot it. Oh, it's going... Oh, no. So, yeah, there's a problem if you reduce your ultra capacitor. If it discharges fully, it just shuts down your computer. And has to reboot. The reason that happened is because I shot the thing. It ended up increasing the velocity so much that it needed the main driver for the autopilot to try and catch up to it. I should have untargeted it really after I did that. We can immediately have seen like through. Oh, I've just realized I've actually used all of me mass driver ammo just now. Okay. I mean, I can still do some things. Like I said, most of it's just going to be trying to mine with the propellant. But what I might actually do is I might just return now. Are you going to discover what this is? I think me geologist is having a break at the minute because they're... I'm going to pick it up. They're just having a little break. Okay. I think what I'll do though is I'll probably just return. I've got... Basically, with the way it'll work is I'll use the rest of me propellant to return back. So I will have a slightly reduced time to return to the main station. It will just move away because you do have to have like an area cleared around you in order to travel. And I think that's probably going to be enough. So I can just plot a course back to the station. No, I'm still too... Oh, it was literally just a little bit of ore that was just within the area. If there's any mass too close to you, it'll just stop the sort of charge up for the calculation. We'll see if we did any better that time. It's slightly. This all has been worth slightly more than even the last one. I'm actually amazed that I made so much last time with just picking up random rocks that I had no idea of the value of. So yeah, we'll be able to sell all of that and then see how much it's going to cost to actually replace. Because at this point, it will just be replacing these. Not that bad. Oh, actually, it'll cost us 0 because of insurance. Of course. Well, in that case, I might just actually... See, I can actually fix it. So yeah, it needs a certain amount under before you can actually fix them. But I think what I might end up doing, just from it costing like 4 times the amount to fix it, but then I'll just get a brand new one. So I might just do that with these ones. Oh, me main engine as well. Oh, well, that's going to cost a bit. Oh. Go on, let's just use the use up the insurance. The I took a bit of damage to the actual arm as well, but not too much. Only 6% misalignment. That's fine. Everything will also just wear over time, you know, because you're using it. The rest of the things, that'll be fine. It will take about 8 hours to do all of that, but I wonder if there's any extra crew would be able to hire. Because it would be worth getting, yeah, like an astrogator. Someone that's got a tactical awareness range, I think, yeah. This is, so yeah, these are the ones that do actually highlight other ships around you. Oh yeah, so pilots have course anticipation. If part of it is just when it'll warn you if you're going to hit anything. That's what the pilots are mainly for. And then the slowdown is like every ship's got a an adrenaline injector just to slow down time. That'll you can set it off manually, but this will set it off automatically if you're in a lot of danger, and it just gives you a bunch of extra time to react. Honestly, I don't think we need that yet. I think the main thing we'll probably want, as I said, will be an astrogate, and I think it might end up being that one we saw at the top. Although you've got similar sort of stats, but I think you might cost less a month. 100 less. Oh, I think that might actually mean you're hired. There we go. Oh yeah, you can actually look as well at... Oh, that's my fleet. Yeah, okay. Dealer is for... Yeah, this is where you get the ships. So you can buy brand new ships or used ships. Some ships that you can't actually get brand new, like there's some ships that are no longer manufactured, but you can still get used ones. It's also a way that you can get some different models of ships that you can't get with the brand new ones. It's also a way of like getting different ships is finding salvage ships. When you're out in the rings, you can actually just find salvage, bring them back, and just take over them. So all of that's options. I mean, like I said, that's another good reason for having this manipulator arm. I'd be able to actually get a ship and bring it back, and then either use it or sell it. You know, for a bunch of extra money, because obviously a ship's worth a lot more than than a lot of the ore, especially like depending on which ones you get as well. It could be millions even. So yeah, it's definitely worth doing. I think I am going to have a little break though, so I will be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So, was there anything else I wanted to do here? Yes, potentially. I think I'd like to... I was saying this before, possibly changing over to microwave emitter. That's expensive, though. 70,000 to do that. That would actually cost all of me money. And if I had that, I'd rather have it with potentially a dual ultra capacitor, so I couldn't actually afford to do that. But I would be able to remove the projectile magazine because I wouldn't need it if I didn't have it. I mean, I could go with potentially just using the microwave emitter. Oh no, it priced after trading, of course. It costs a bit less because this is worth 10,000. Well, it's not worth 10,000 because it's used, but and just having that would help with the mining the rocks. Let's do that, actually. Let's do that and then remove this. I get a little bit money back for the the ammo capacity, which I no longer need. Because what I'd probably be able to do is there's different power amounts you can put in, and the power and resonance. So what is it? Oh yeah. So the power actually increases the radius. That's right. So you'd actually destroy rocks in a larger area. And then the water resonance. Much frequency closer will result in faster heating but lower penetration, while increased heat output is desirable in minor. Makes the teal unusable in self-defense, right? Yeah, so you can actually use this to damage ships as well, of course, because it would overheat all of the systems and stuff. But since we're just using it for mining, I think just max out the water resonance, so it'll make it a bit better for actually destroying rocks, I believe. I think that's sort of the way I want it. That makes sense to me. There was possibly some other things. Yeah, you can set up a lot of settings with all the autopilot settings and everything. And it's just like sort of getting either like the tolerances or the different limits for while the autopilot's enabled. I mean, if you disable the autopilot, then you can just bypass all of the like the velocity limit, angular velocity limit. Because quite interesting as well, when you're rotating, if you rotate fast enough, you can actually lock your nuclear reactor fuel rods in place, which will just end up with a meltdown of the reactor if you just keep yourself spinning so hard. So yeah, try not to do that. Oh, actually, that was another thing as well. You can actually get, I don't think I'd be able to afford it, but there's different, yeah, the Conance craft. So this is the where you can see some little information or around what was it? Hold on. Yeah, so it'll show different settings, and like the screen that's on the side here, I believe it shows you different information, which will help like just sort of identifying the good places to potentially mine as well. I can't remember which one does what. Oh, like for this one, these are more for controlling drones, I think. or at least this one. So you can actually target different things, and then when you get drones, so drones are a separate thing. Can this one even use drones? Yes, it can, because it's actually on the hard points. So you get the tug drones and the hull drones. If I remember rightly, the tug drones will go out and they'll stop material. Actually, you can see it here on the display. They'll go out and they'll stop the velocity of different things, just bringing it to the same velocity of the ship. Whereas hull drones are the ones that will actually go out, grab them, and bring them to you and put them in front. So these can actually just make it easier for just doing a lot of mining of a lot of things. Like if you to the point where you just be able to go straight forward and have them go into your cargo bay. Like I said, it does use a lot of materials, so there is actually the nano drone components. This is where you'd store them. But then also you've got, say, where is it? So for the cargo bay, yeah, the MPUs, the mineral processing units. Some of the higher ones would actually also craft additional nano drones while in use, and all of them produce propellant as well, because they melt down the ice. So these are useful for that. They need a lot of power to run, and they're also very expensive to run. So they're not really worth getting till later. Well, I mean, I couldn't even afford them. But as I said, they need power to run and everything. So, but another thing, when you're actually using these as well, you can see, like, it's showing you the cargo hold area. You've actually got to keep them within the area. Like everything that you want processing, you've got to keep within the actual processing unit area. So while you're drifting around, if you let them move away, like here, these wouldn't be processed. You'd have to thrust forward so they'd actually fall into the actual unit itself. It's all things that you just need to keep on top of as well. So yeah, I'm getting everything, all the stuff replaced and done. What I might do though, as I said, these like sort of propellers are where you can actually find some interesting things. So I might actually do a different transfer, like here, in fact, and get over here and actually go into one of these, because these can have higher amounts of mineral in them. I'll use a little bit more delta V for the actual trajectory itself. I can't remember if that takes more time. I don't think it actually takes more time. It just takes a bit more of me propellant. Which is fine. We can deal with that. Oh, we don't actually need to watch this like launching sequence as well. I did for the first couple of times because it's kind of cool, but yeah. It's a shame we can't actually take control of it right now, because honestly, I didn't want to, like, I'd like to not have to use all of the propellant to totally slow down before I'm in the area, but that's just actually frustrating. And yeah, I want to get to this area here, so I am actually going to have to try and avoid some rocks. Oh. I'll leave the autopilot on. And what I need to do really is I need to watch out on these areas here, because it'll show us when I might actually get things that will hit us. And let's just actually try and avoid things. Oh, I should have done it. You can actually set the how visible this is when the autopilot's off as well, which is something I should have probably done, really, so it makes it a bit easier to see what's coming up ahead of us, just while I'm drifting like this. Because drifting like this just makes it easier to sort of avoid things. Let's actually move a little bit faster, because I can just like sort of, oh god, not do that. Run the side thrusters that way to avoid things, sidestepping essentially. The only problem I've got is because I've got the things on the side is when I'm using the side thrusters, it's not like doing it straight. It's giving us a slight rotation. I think the better autopilot also has a fly-by-wire, so even while you're not in quote-unquote autopilot, it will attempt to keep the rotation of the craft as you've left it. Actually, what I should probably do is just turn the entire craft around so I can actually use the main thruster should I need to. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's a mistake. Oh. Oh. I ended up with a bit too much spin there and I panicked. I don't know how I managed to avoid that. It didn't sound good. No, it didn't sound good. It was not good. I'm getting a lot of big rocks as well. I've slowed down a bit now. Let's just go a bit slower. I should try and remember as well. I can at any point, like I said, there is the thing for the adrenaline, so I can at any point just use that and it slows down all the time. Just gives us loads more time to react. Like I said, I should really be facing this way, and that's all it messes up really. It's because I was mid-turning around, so obviously it flipped the sides that I want to be sidestepping. You can see it's getting a lot more dense here though. He's me just like putting in max concentration, trying to not hit anything. Yeah, you can. The thing is, you can actually go up to around 200 meters a second velocity. If you go above that, it puts in an emergency autopilot that sends you back to the station, so you don't want to do that. It's put that in for game reasons, though, because I think the actual game engine itself can't handle going above that. It'll break down the physics a bit. Feels like I've come so far in. I should have probably bought a claim beacon. But then I can afford one actually, so. I want to slow down a bit. It's too fast. I'm not confident enough to do that. I've been flying for quite a while now and I don't want to mess it all up. We are now pretty much in this area though. So I think we'll slow down here. And maybe just start going for some of these rocks and see what we find. Hope we've got plenty of ammo in space. I'm not using ammo now. I got the microwave. So now, now we get to microwave the rocks. Or the ice roids or whatever. Okay, maybe I did set this a bit too high for the resonance. Oh, this is taking a while. A frozen asteroid will comet. Well, these are more the idea that these are the ringroids. Ringroids. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's like a proper thing for it or whatever. Okay, it actually doesn't take that long once you once of the smaller rocks. Oh, I just totally let myself crash into there. Oh, Egypt. What you call ringroids if they are around the hemisphere? I don't know. Wait, is this a joke? Hemorrhoids. No terror. Bad terror. I thought you were being serious. More fuel me. No, I think I have set these right actually because, yeah, look at these. These are hardly moving. So I think that was the right choice. I will move myself a bit further, like into the center of the propeller, because I think sometimes it can have like different anomalies. Like I've seen some like giant rocks with like these crystals in them. I'm not sure what they are. I can't remember. It'd be interesting if we see something like that. But in this area, should just see like things that are a bit more worthwhile. I mean, there's certainly a lot of rocks right now. Is there rocks? Heavies. Ringroids. Hemorrhoids. Yes, with them being hero spectacle. Oh, I wasn't even looking at where I was aiming. Just firing off into the distance. Oh, is this like just all iron? Honestly, for this being a big rock here, I will destroy this one, but I think... Oh, has it got caught again? Right, okay. Well, I'll do. I'll just find me in, thruster at it. There we go. Honestly, that is a bit faster for just getting the big rocks down. And yeah, because we like changed over to the microwave, you can see the huge difference that makes for the rocks and just not flying off like wildly. Some of them are still the really light ones, but do you get increase the storage? You assume you can get ridiculous ships. So yes, you can get bigger ships. The storage doesn't tend to get like that much bigger, like the actual main storage of the actual the roids themselves. So you've got to think that like a lot of what the cargo space is just water. So what you do is with the material processing unit, they effectively boil off the water, like they just remove the water from the things and then store them in its own separate storage tanks, and you can get increased storage capacity as well of the processed material. So yeah, you can eventually just get to a point where you can store a lot more material on your ship than like what's in the main cargo bay, because you get the processed material storage. Right, so I am gonna just do the same thing again of scraping the ship along the roid, because that's apparently what I do. Also, I've just noticed my nuclear reactor is actually a bit damaged. It's got a leak. Oh. Caused by direct impacts. Something must have hit me reactor, which is slightly annoying. Don't like. So with the leak, it would just leak propellant constantly. Yeah, it is. It's not very much. I can deal with the amount it's leaking. Honestly, it's not that much. So the propellant is dual purpose. It's used to move the ship. It's also used to cool the reactor. So it is like slightly important. Oh, that's a big chunk of the beryllium right there. That might bounce off something though. I am going to go towards that way. Oh, I did find something. Oh yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, I forgot I actually got the astrogator. So they've actually found something. Someone's broadcasting pretty close. Big LiDAR contact. So yeah, this actually, it looks like it's almost within the propeller sort of thing. So I'm guessing this is going to be a one of the in-ring stations. Oh, there's another big chunk there. That one's going to get stopped. That one's just going to keep going. I want to go for the bigger one. The one that's worth a bit more. There is some other music starting, and I think I might have possibly found something else. Not yet. Yeah, normally you get music like this when there's like other anomalies and stuff around, or different, I think stations and stuff can be that. Like I did get, like I said, that big LiDAR contact that was down here, but that's actually really far away. I might just explore around this area a bit. Like, hold on, does anything actually show up on the pilot? A ship? Are you just a ship? Oh. This is a anonymous edge runner lightning arrow. You've been selected for a routine AT audit. Please open a port. Oh no, I've just realized this is anonymous. They're not broadcasting it. A thing. This is going to be pirates, isn't it? Why is this bullshit? I want to talk to the human in charge. Oh, wait, is this like an AI? Because there's some geologists that are actually kind of like, so that's another thing. Is some yeah, you're an audit. Yeah, some of your crew can actually do different things as well on these. Of course, Shiny are actually patching you through standby. Oh, I think I've got to exit out and it starts another thing. And you're right, it does look like there's something big possibly up that way. Wait, I authorize deadly force, proceed with audit. What? Whoa, what? Okay, I'm sending you to take a look. I'm not giving you high assets. You won't get us that easily yet. Oh my god. They want to inspect your hemisphere. Alright. Oh god, I don't know what actually best to do here. I don't even know where they are. That's a problem. Like, if I knew where they were, that would probably help. That sort of scares us a little. Runaway is my suggestion. Yeah. Go on then. Geology. You won't get us that easily. You're authorized to use force. You get an audited shining one way or another. If you want to come and claim it. Oh. Commencing involuntary audit protocol. Right, let's get out of here. I have no idea where they're at, but let's just move. Oh. AT scan complete. Thank you for your cooperation. Wait, is that it? Wait, did nothing actually happen? Oh no, I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna crash. I'm not careful. Well, that was unexpected. I was fully expecting them to come after us and just start firing. Apparently not. Okay. Well, I can accept that. I kind of want to go back up that way though, because there was a lot of like big rocks very close to each other, and I was interested. Actually, doesn't meteorologist gives us an idea of where to find things as well? Yeah. You're not really finding anything like of use, although you're also not saying you're not finding much water, even though water would be on every single asteroid, so I'm a bit confused at that. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong, but yeah. Or maybe these are just like showing the big areas of it. I don't know, I'm just really interested in the really big rocks. But another thing is, because I do have that location here that'll last for 32 days, like that refreshes if I go near it as well. I could on the next dive actually just go straight there, which I probably will. But I might as well like just continue mining and get as much out of this as I can. But yeah, to do the really big rocks, I'm just going to get up to it, turn around, and find me an thruster. I think that's usually the west way. You know, like big rocks kind of. You know what? This is a really nice rock. Big punch rock. No, I've let everything move on way too much. I can't believe it's like managed to avoid knocking any of the other rocks around as well. That's so annoying. If a lot of these values are correct though, I should be getting a decent haul. Actually, yeah, you can see it does give you an approximation down here on the cargo hold. So at the minute it's saying 84,000. Again, that's going to be much on the geologist and what sort of values they're saying it is. I think, although I think you get more of a correct composition in the cargo hold. But obviously you've got more of a weight in there, and it probably has a bit more of a correct scan, so to say. Oh, I thought it was past the... I'm very good at just hitting these, apparently. I don't know how much more I'd be able to hold in the hole, but I'll have to stay still for a bit just to let it settle. Yeah, quite a bit more, I think, in there. Oh, this is just all iron. I think I've just managed to find one that's pretty much all iron. No, there's some other material in there, but it was mostly just iron. Some expensive ones, though. I am quite clearly getting a heavier load though. Actually, I think it does say, yeah, total ship mass. Though I can't remember what the dry weight is, I've got to admit. Do you know that it's the last fusion that can occur is iron? Like, I mean, the thing that all of the elements want to be, how boring is that? It is, though. That's exactly, like, Weird that everything just wants to be. Is it specifically iron? I thought it was something else. No, get that in, get that in. Oh, I wanted to get this thing, man. So much expensive material around it. I need it. There's no other fusion after that. Things either decay to iron or fuse into iron. Yeah, I remember there was like, I didn't know it was iron. I knew there was something that obviously like the most stable matter. Something. I'm sure there's something about the faster spinning rocks being something as well. And that one's spinning very fast, which is piquing my curiosity. It's all managed to knock this one back to us. Perfect. That couldn't have been more perfect. Right, let's thrust this one away. Let's do that one as well for good measure. Oh, it looks like there's a bunch of things that I want here as well, actually. These are quite big and heavy. I am starting her out with propellant now, though, as well. So it does look like I've got a much better hull this time around, which is nice. Oh, that's going to be worth something. No, oh, it's gone. I can't move very fast because of me ship mass. It's not worth us chasing up the one thing that's worth a lot. I'd be better off just getting these many things that are worth a decent amount. Oh, how much more do you think I can fit in? I'll get another couple of these in. Oh, look at that though. The expensive ones that flew off. Knocked into another roid and it's right there, ready for the taking. Perfect. Love that. Even this one might actually end up hitting off something. Although, oh yeah, I'm getting to the point that I might struggle. I am full. Oh, I am very full, actually. The problem is, you can see if I could just wiggle a bit, I might be able to get things to move around a bit. No, I don't think I could really fit much more in. I'll get this one bit, though. I'm going to chase this one because it's going to hit something, it looks like. Oh, maybe it's not. Is it going to hit that little one? Yeah. Okay, I'll get this. I'll get this one thing, and that's all that... I'll struggle to fit anything else in. Yeah, okay. That's pretty much all I'll be able to fit in. It's literally at the point that, yeah, it's actually nearly coming out of the excavator mouth bit. Okay, let's actually return back to the station. And yeah, I'll have to do some... Oh, I'm going to have to do some repairs on the actual nuclear reactor as well. I can't even remember doing like that much damage to it, so that's a bit annoying. But yeah, almost 200,000. That's like... that's more than the first two combined in that one, so that was definitely worth it. You'd love to own just one small asteroid for real, with so much, just trillions of thousands of money. I think some of this, some of like the small little tiny bits of them, not worth quite so much. Or am I wrong? I don't know. Actually, does it tell us when the next salary due for these? Both a decent time off. It depends. You're talking meteorites. Oh, right. You mean you mean actual asteroids that have been brought back from space rather than meteorites that's fallen to Earth. Yeah, anything. I think that would be worth a lot more. Right, what did I want to do? So, oh god, I'm going to need to do repairs, aren't I? That's probably why I didn't notice before. I have to scroll down to get the nuclear reactor. And the only thing I can do is replace it. I can't repair it. I'd need a mechanic. I should probably get a mechanic. I mean, I could replace it with me. I could actually just replace it with me insurance. And just deal with that. And just try not to hit things again. At the high end of the pricing scale, unusual types such as deogenate Poetine. Wait, what? Fell June 22nd, 1931. A prime specimen will easily fetch $50 a gram. Or rare examples, lunar and Martian meteorites may sell for $1,000 a gram or more. Ooh. Almost 40 times the current price of gold. Tatooine. Okay. Tatooine. It is. Right, can I get possibly a mechanic that's not going to be too much, or actually decent, but not too much? I might hire a mechanic. I should probably try and hire a pilot at some point as well. Maybe I'll do that now. And just have like a full set of crew. Like, I'm not so bothered about anything. Cost anticipated, sure. You're actually very cheap, sir. There we go. This ship can only hold 4 crew, so I've actually now got a full set of crew. With that, can I now repair my new... Yeah, I can repair it. Question is it worth doing that? Is it just worth actually just replacing it? No, I think I'll just fix this. Okay. That's going to take 2 days. I'm just going to replace these ones as well, actually. He's just saying and taking the lowest bidder. You're one with capital and over experience. Yeah, but the crew are expensive. I know what, I now need to just immediately spend, you know, nearly 40,000 a month on crew, and that's like the cheapest crew. And I'm gonna have to spend another 2 days on the station for all the repairs. No scruples. Oh, that clean is cheap, even though there are only 4. They will get taller. Well, it's hard to get the staff when you don't have much money. Right, so yeah, because I would like to get one of the MPUs. I don't know if it's worth getting on this chip. Oh yes, I wanted to get a better autopilot. Oh no, it was no, not the heads up. It was one of these, I think. Oh yes, so this one actually, if I remember rightly, for the scanner, the reconnaissance craft scanner, that should actually get us an idea. Yes, if I hover over and if I hover over an asteroid with the mouse, it'll give us an idea of what the composition is over it. So yes, I do want that. That's actually going to help with just, again, getting a few better things. I possibly do want the better autopilot, because I've got the money to do that now. And I don't sort of need the better capacity just yet. Was there anything else I need? Oh, I could take more propellant. The only problem is with more propellant is obviously higher weight, but I'm using it anyway. Actually, I wasn't running out of propellant, so I don't think that's that important. It would be nice to get some better thrusters and engine, but then that would require some other upgrades. Oh yeah, you can see the amount of times passing there. Services. Oh yeah, you can actually just buy more insurance as well. Do I need to do any of these? Time is money. But it's fine. I can wait around because I've got to wait like another 2 days yet on. So while time is ticking along here, that's ticking along in real time. So I'd actually have to wait 2 days in real time if I was just to sit on this menu and wait. Got me right. So getting fixed. Yeah, exactly. That's what's taking 2 days. If I remember rightly as well, can I close this? Yeah, you can actually see. So it's actually like, this is a shot of the actual station and this is me ship, and you can see there's actually people who are now working on the ship, which I think is really cool. It's just like nice little effects on the actual station itself. It's always like nice little things. But what I'll be able to do, I still have the I still have that point of interest from before, so I'll just do the absolute basic transfer, which uses the least amount of propellant or slowing down, and then I can immediately move myself to that point of interest with me astrogator. You think it's an unexpected good looking game? It's interesting. Oh, because I got the better autopilot as well, it now shows us the aiming of the laser. And thanks for the pets. Hydration check. I literally just had a drink as well. I'll have another one just to appease the check. So yeah, I'm gonna move over here to the contact. So this, for when you're moving to another area, you require a lot more space around you and to actually get to the velocity of the target. So if anything moves into here, I would lose like some of this and have to move around. You actually checked before I drank, but it didn't go through. Okay, oh yeah, so I can see there is a station up there. You can see it on me radar thing here. Oh yeah, because I got the new autopilot. Yeah, it actually does account for all of the rotation. So it'll keep us pointed in the right direction if I use the side thrusters or main thruster, which is nice. Like when the autopilot's off, it's still like a fly-by-wire system. Alright, so these habitats, a lot of the times they'll just request things. We could easily use some process line to reinforce our frames. So yeah, they'll have you different requests sometimes, and they'll pay you way more what it's worth than you'd get at the main station. However, it does have to be processed. This is another reason that you want a mineral processing unit. So I can't really do anything with that. Yeah, so I just say, sorry, I've got no mineral processing on this ship. And then I say, oh well, never mind. But it is nice having them there, because as I said, that just now leaves this here as a point of interest, so I can quite easily get back here at any time. And yeah, because I've got some of the new systems on as well. Like I said, if I hover over a thing, you can see just in the bottom left corner here where it says the remote scanner, that's actually where it shows it up as well. So if I hover over that, you get a similar thing to what's in the cargo hold, and that's the remote scanner. So it's showing you what like the makeup of that asteroid is right there. And I come over here. It takes a while to update, but that's just another thing for what could be good in here. It's a shame that totally flew off though. And yeah, I got a bunch more information now with the new autopilot as well. It gives us sort of collision alerts and everything. No, it's got to... Right, are you going to knock something so it'll unstick it? Yeah, sort of. That sort of unstuck thing, I think. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Right, let's go up this way, actually, back towards the propeller area, because, again, there's going to be slightly better things up there. I should get a bit more information on the LiDAR and everything now because of me. I've got a full crew complement now as well, so everyone's doing things. So actually see what... Yeah, so the pilot will gather more information. Geologist is still gathering information on things. And yeah, the astrogator. Another thing is that having a better astrogator is that will keep these tracking for longer. So at the minute that's 33 days, 8 hours. If I had a better astrogator, I'd keep that information longer. And it gets reset once you visit the area, but obviously once you've got a bunch of areas, it's hard to keep revisiting them. The only thing outside of that is the claim beacons, which you pay for the claim, and once that starts running out, you just redo your claim. So you'll keep that as long as you've got a claim on the area. Well, that's like me crew eventually, although they get XP. They do get XP. So the more they're used, they'll get experience. Oh, I forgot I was in autopilot mode. So. Oh yeah, I don't want to spin too fast. Like I said, that's the whole thing of the spinning too fast would cause overheating, because it just locks the fuel rods in place and the reactor. Which, it's not healthy. That's also why the autopilot, when I've got it enabled, so you can tell when the autopilot's enabled because I've got the ring, this green ring around. If ever I turn off the autopilot, you'll just see that just goes away. And that means I'm now flying freely. Well, technically freely. It's still, like I said, like it's still fly-by-wire, so it'll still do a lot of calculations with this autopilot. Removing the roids is let fun. Cougar. What? What do you mean by let fun? Less fun. What do you mean by that? Oh, I should really be hovering over these to get a composition. If you remove the rods for I was thinking it said roids. That's right. Yeah. But yeah, look, I'll show you actually, because look, if I turn off the autopilot and I just spin really fast, watch the reactor temperature. It'll just keep going up. Also, I just noticed me thing was a bit open. it couldn't quite keep the stuff in. I lost something. No, it's gone. Criticality issues. Yes. Don't make the reactor go critical. I can also imagine it'd be really uncomfortable on board. I suppose that would depend on where you were located on the ship, though. Right in the center of mass, it might not have much of an effect. Oh, I should really have just... Yeah, I should just smooth thrusters on this. But it's not only like the spinning thing, it's also like when the reactor gets more and more damaged, and like it's part of the thing of the fuel rods jammed. That can just happen. Though I honestly don't know which. It's one of the questions that I think has a lot more meaning. Well, has a lot. I mean, it's not relative stuff. In fact, they might not notice. I don't know. Hollywood gets it wrong about spinning. It would only really matter if, like, you were spinning at one of the ends, like. think I hear some combat, which is a bit unfortunate. I think something's happening up here. I don't know if it's... There's only one other ship. I do hope you're not gonna... free to go national violence. Oh, they probably would they would probably be hunting pirates. And they might have destroyed them. But I definitely heard combat. I'd prefer it if you didn't crash into us though. That would be awesome. Can I loot them? I don't know if they destroyed anything or what they might have done over here. Oh no, there is. Is this showing actually? Oh, there is. Aha. It's these. Unidentified. We owe the money. No. 20 grand. No. You're going to enjoy this. Well, there's a bounty hunter right there. So you actually enjoy the bounty hunter more than anything. I will go up this way. And hopefully they don't actually destroy the bounty hunters, because then that would actually make things really bad for me. Oh, and there is actually I want to get out of the way of the actual fighting. No, I hit the rock. Honestly, I'd rather hit the rock than getting hit by mass driver around. So honestly, I think that's a better trade-off. I do want to kind of keep moving out of that area, though. I don't want them to win and then follow us. Because that's a very real thing that could happen. I mean, at least me pilot did actually recognize the fact that there was the pirates there. And yeah, that's what I said as well. That's the whole thing that you can do with the pirates as well. Is just pay them off as well. Half the time I probably would have, but because yeah, there was the bounty hunters there, it wasn't so bad. I mean, a really good pilot would have lured the rock, by the right, and lured the pirates to the rock to hit them. Yeah, but I'm not a really good pilot. So yeah, so I wouldn't have been able to do that. Is there still some rocks like caught in me excavate a bit? Go in the cargo bay, please. They just get a bit jammed sometimes, right? Can I still see them? I do still see them here, but they are far away. So I think that should mostly be okay. You can actually see where they're at on the visual feed here, so I am actually getting quite far away from them. So I've got a lot less to worry about. I do have to still worry about potentially hitting rocks. But like I said, it is so much nicer with this autopilot because it will just show us bars when I'm about to, like, if I'm going to hit anything. So that's really nice. That actually makes it a lot better to even traverse quite quickly through. But again, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go too quickly. There's no point. I'm already in like a decent area that'll just sort of be a bit better as I get in. I just want to keep moving away for the minute for the for them pirates. And to get more in this sort of propeller structure thing in the ring. Yeah, it'll be worth actually scanning these rocks as I pass them as well. See, that actually might be a good one. Or is it? No, it was this one. It was this big one. It looks like it has a lot of beryllium on it. Oh, come on. Oh, that's a big chunk as well. Oh, it's just gone now. Right, actually, there's no point in us trying to... there's no point in us trying to microwave that. We'll just use the propellant. That's just so much more effective than doing it like with the microwave. It's just so quick. Actually, I should scan these smaller ones as well. There's these two bigger ones that are decent. And then, now I'm just mostly getting iron out of it. Some more decent chunks coming out though. Oh, I've got some ominous music now. I'm not really sure I am getting this ominous music. Is there something I'm missing? I am going to explore around a bit because, yeah, you do just get these music cues usually for a reason. I'll chase this chunk as well, just while I'm moving around. Perhaps something interesting will just show up. It is really ominous though. Getting more ominous. It is. I don't know if that means I'm getting closer or it's just more ominous. And closer to what? I don't know. Please knock that back in. Thank you. I've just got a bunch of things here I do actually want. It sometimes just like wobbles around a bit, the manipulator arm as well. Like I said, it really depends on the weight of the actual thing it's grabbed onto. Like if you made it grab onto one of the giant rocks, which you can, it would struggle. This is just getting more and more ominous. I really don't like this. What's happening? Like nothing's happening. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, that sort of worked. I'm not sure how that sort of worked, but it sort of worked. I really want to know what the music's for. Not even music, it's just like an ambient music thing, making the noises. I keep getting warning noises, mostly for collision warning noises, which is funnily enough happening when I'm gathering material because it's saying, yeah, I'm going to crash into that ore rock, but actually I'm just going towards it to get the manipulator arm on it. Still not really seeing anything that's potentially weird or different, but I'm still getting the music. It's still going. I don't know if, wait, hold on, actually. Are you're not detecting anything. Still the ambience and the alarm, it's quiet. I don't know. I'll just click. Get me words out. I'll keep collecting rocks even with the scary music. Nothing will stop my rock collection. Nothing. Need all of the shiny rocks. Oh, there's some big rocks over there. Oh, thanks for the pets. I'll have to be careful with how I'm flying. Is it? It's the fear making. It is the fear making a stutter. That's exactly what's happening. Right. Okay. This is actually taking us a very long time to slow down because, yeah, the ship mass is getting something else now. I'll just prepare slowing down here for this. So I can just main thruster it. Yeah. And then just microwave it. Although I should actually scan these again as well. I keep forgetting I've got this scanner that I specifically went my way to get. Because it's actually quite nice to have. Oh, that's just going to get caught in the front. It has got caught in the front. No. Some of this is still very worth getting. I'm not going to be able to store much more again though. Turning myself the wrong way. I'm looking at the screen wrong. It's sort of gathering these correctly. I've not got a huge amount of propellant left. I mean, I've got a lot of propellant left, but just the mass is going up and up, so the delta V, that's the important bit. You know, the name of the game. I mean, I am getting towards the end of this anyway because I don't have much space left. Let's actually go for another big asteroid.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
No, air raid as well.
Be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
The air raid is here. The air raid is here. Hello, Raiders. Welcome along. Oh god, that's quite a big number as well. Oh my god. Welcome along to a slightly different game as well. Yeah, this is Delta V. It's a small indie title. It's mostly about mining asteroids at Saturn. Well, it's actually called Delta V Rings of Saturn, and a lot of it is actually just it's literally mining rocks. But there is a whole story with it as well. He's flustered. I am a bit flustered. I mean, I've just seen a really big number there, and it's scary. But yeah, it's really nice of you to read. Actually, again, like always. Always nice to have a fluffy raid. A fluffy air raid, even. We can call them hemisphere asteroids. We're saying hemorrhoids. But yeah, this is really interesting. It's like it's all around the ship is hungry. The ship is hungry. It's eating all of the rocks. Actually, it's actually super full now. I think I do need to return to base. I've also had like this really ominous music that's been playing for like the last 5-10 minutes or so. I don't know why. It usually happens when there's something around happening, but I haven't seen anything weird happening, and I just kept mining. So yeah, but I think I do need to return to the base because my cargo bay is very full. But this is like super interesting because there's a lot of like realistic parts to the game. Although it is on a 2D plane, it's like full Newtonian physics for everything. So you know, every force you apply has to have an equal force to stop it. Also, a lot of the mechanics on the actual ship itself need to be sort of maintained in different ways. How much was that worth, actually? That wasn't quite as much as last time. Still a decent haul there. But I think I am getting quite close to the payday of me crew. Although I am making more than enough money to do that. I could probably do some more upgrades, actually. Though I probably do need to do some repairs. I keep hitting these thrusters. I need to stop hitting things. God damn. I could actually do another fix up on my nuclear reactor as well. Which I might do because I've got the opportunity to do that. It does take another 2 days, but I think it's worth it. I think honestly, it's worth just replacing these damaged thrusters. Skill issue. It is a skill issue. I can't fly very well. Get the dumb cougar box. Oh. I'll just hide in my box. It's fine. I'm safe in here. So. Oh, no, I've still got nowhere near enough for a material processing unit. But as I said, I think I might want to possibly think about more propellant. The only problem is more propellant is more weight as well. But I think that's might not be a bad idea to get. There's not really much I can do before getting some better equipment, really. Like, ideally, I do want the material processing unit as soon as I can, because that will process a lot of the rocks into propellant as well. So I actually can, it'll take up less space in the cargo bay and give us more propellant. Which also technically means the actual travel time is less to and from the rings for doing the dive. So that would be kind of worth it. But obviously can't afford it. But for that I would also need to upgrade me probably me fuel rods. Get more fuel rods for more power. Probably a better ultra capacitor. Time is money. I'm waiting for repairs. It's fine. I don't know if there's anything really worth changing. More cheap labor. I mean, I could start trying to replace my crew. Although someone did gain some more experience. I think it was me mechanic, funny enough. That's probably why I could do more repairs on the reactor. Because I didn't really damage the reactor last time in that dive. It was just, I mean, everything's always going to get damaged slightly more due to wear. So everything will always get some wear to it. But that just happens over time. There's also the option of looking at other, as I said, other craft as well. But I don't, like, that's going to be well out me price range for any of this. Like even trading in a lot of things. And plus when you're buying a lot of the used ships, some of them are like quite heavily damaged before buying, like, so that's got to be taken into account as well. I was thinking of possibly changing the emitter power. I think I don't know if having the smaller, no, it uses more power, so it wouldn't change the amount of like sort of damage it would do. How's the Pokemon stream? Yes, Fluffy, how was your stream? How was your Pokemon stream? Oh yeah, the autopilot marks for manual control I do want to put up so I can see them a bit better when I'm on manual control. Oh yeah, funnily enough, you can actually turn off the fly-by-wire system as well if you really wanted it. But funnily enough, it's quite nice to have that on. I do wonder though if it's worth possibly taking a claim beacon with it. I don't think so, because it seems like this current area that I am going through is somewhat decent at the minute. From everyone to a different game, from catching Pokemon to catching roids. When you say it like that, it sounds so much worse for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, there's also the option of changing out me thrusters. But ideally, I do want ones like, so the ones I've already got are, is it pulse? No, these are pulse thrust. Because you've got ones that are, yeah, variable thrust ones. Ideally, I'd like ones that have got variable thrust that are much easier to control. Gotta catch them all. But then I think these use more power, but a lot less propellant. Now, the problem with that is, would I have the power to use them? Sort of. So you disappeared for it. That's fine. I mean, you just finished your stream. You've got all your post-stream stuff. You're saying how's your Pokemon? How far have you got through? Right, I might actually, I did just replace the thrusters, but I actually might upgrade the thrusters. So at least like the new ones that I bought would actually go towards the cost of the replacement. Now, the problem with that is that uses up more of my power than I'm generating. So what I might do because of that is actually upgrade the ultra capacitor as well. It's good. You've beat the second gym on the way to the third now. Awesome. Cool. So yeah, if I've got the higher ultra capacitor, at least I've got like more room before that runs out. Because the other option is obviously to just have more fuel rods for higher power generation. Which might still be worth doing as well. Like, how much better is that? So that's showing, like, that was showing like the power balance of like minus 100 or something. Yeah, I'd need a lot more power generation. I think the point that actually none of these would be quite enough. So yeah, the like when it's firing the main thruster, it's obviously using a lot of power, though I might be able to actually upgrade that as well. Today's stream's got your pumped to work on your living dress more off stream. Cool. That's cool. Does that mean you'll be doing less payday? or are you straight back on payday straight away? I think I'll probably stay on the main thruster I'm at the minute because I'm not gonna fire it like constantly, and that is actually probably the most efficient propellant wise. Probably you hesitate and go to Payday 3. Why? Let's just go for it. Wait, I was looking at the wrong thing. This is the main engine. What am I talking about? No, I could absolutely get a better main thruster. I was looking at the wrong thing. So this one actually would be more, I think it's got more thrust. And weighs less. That's like better in everywhere. Because you feel like you should work on the living decks. You've still got to get 3 generations back. Yeah, that's fair enough. It's going to be like more and more piling up as well the more you go through the games. Right, so I will upgrade that thruster as well. Oh yeah, I've got, you can get auxiliary power systems as well. Not that I'm going to have more than enough. Oh yeah, there is actually increased power being. I could get a twin turbine for extra mass. I'd have more power generation. That's only an extra ton to get loads more power generation. Although I think at that point it's probably more than I need, like way more than I need. Because I was about to say, does that double me power generation? Of course it'll double me power generation. It's 2. Honestly though, I think I'm at the point where that's probably going to be enough power generation for now. At least until I get more things, like especially like the MPU, which uses power and everything. So I think we're actually good for that. Oh yeah, of course, I need to actually wait for everything to be repaired. And yeah, I think we'll just probably go back to this habitat again. Not that I can do anything there, it does just put us right next to quite a good mining area at the minute. Although I just noticed I did have another point of interest on me map there. So I might check out what that is. That's doing a weird thing to get the thrust down. Right. Although no, that's only 2 options there. So I thought I saw 3 options. I saw an extra option on the actual dive window, so I'm not really sure about that. Oh no. Do I? Oh no, I actually don't. Okay. I actually didn't have enough ultra capacity to get the power up, so I might actually. Oh no. So I might actually need to upgrade that again. I probably do need to upgrade the power generation. Or actually what I should have done is reduce the thrust output of this main thruster. That would have actually probably been the smarter thing to do. Oh well. Yeah, because it is a lot more thrust on it. I should have thought about that. Well, it's done now. Hopefully I don't see any random pirates though this time. Actually, is there anyone around? Just the station. It's not really much I can do with the station because they just wanted iron. Processed iron even, which I can't do. Well, actually, like for iron, I think that was like the amount that we're paying is actually 4 times the cost you'd get paid for it on the main station. So it's a sort of thing where if you've got one of them asking for processed higher material, it's worth doing. Just mine it out in the rings and then take it to the stations in the rings. That'll get you a lot more money than just going back to main station. Alright, I'm going to have to be a lot more careful actually breaking some of these asteroids with me main thrusters because it's a lot more thrust. It should also destroy them faster, but it also will send me off wildly faster, so must be careful. I will start with some of these smaller rocks, actually. Just use the microwave. See, that's going to be with teeth. Oh, I was hoping that would hit me ship, and it didn't. I'm not going to chase it. I think a 2,000 chunk's not really worth it chasing after. It is if it's like on the way, but not to specifically go chasing after. Right, let's see how I'll get this big rock. I'm curious of how fast it'll actually get destroyed by me main thrusters. Very fast, actually. that was instant. Actually, I've just realized I really should have reduced the thrust on it, because I've just noticed if I'm using the main thruster outside of the autopilot, it's putting out so much thrust that it's actually causing us issues. It's just funny because it should be a variable thrust, but when I'm using it manually, it's just max. Okay, so there's actually some decent rocks in here. You can stop warnings about the collision avoidance system of a rock that's already touching the ship. It's not very much avoidance at that point. Right. I think all of the parts of that just flew off wildly. Let's actually go for another big rock. Like I said, I don't know if it is something about like the more the rocks are spinning, they might have like some nicer resources in them or something. I read that. I don't know if it's true or not. Oh, that didn't actually... that didn't quite get me the thing destroyed. Okay. It's funny, this is actually a lot of the game. Just mining rocks. It's actually like a bit chill though. It's just something a bit different. I wasn't sure how well this would actually be for streaming or not, but I don't know. Maybe it's somewhat enjoyable to just kind of watch and just say random things. It's nice. I love you love me rambling. As long as I'm having fun. And talking about random things. Mostly space rocks. Because that seems appropriate. educational. I'd question that. Especially from me. I feel like I'm getting a lot less stuff this time around, though I am getting more like rocks that are more valuable, totally. We found out the escape velocity of the solar system and how much meteors are worth compared to gold, I guess. Wait, what's that escape velocity of the solar system? Oh, okay. That's all makes sense. I thought we were looking at the escape velocity of Saturn. That's why I thought that just seemed really high. Alright, I'm gonna get this rock because it's just gonna bounce off this. There it goes. I would also like to turn around and just, yeah, do the whole thruster thing. And just hear all of the rocks bouncing around in the cargo by as I do that. I do like that you do actually only really hear the sounds like that you would hear as well, like just stuff in your ship, around your ship. Anything that would actually reverberate into the ship. I would say if you're in the surface of Saturn, the escape velocity is the least of your trouble. No, the escape velocity is how you the speed that you escape the sphere of influence of the thing. It's where you'd get away from the actual planet itself. Escape the orbit. That's the correct term. What you're probably thinking of is the takeoff velocity or the orbit velocity. But that would depend on what your orbit was. Well, no, that's no. The further away you are, the less it would take. Well, no, the further away. So if you have a wide, you'd want to be. You'd make the thrust at the very closest point of the orbit to move the higher trajectory more to the point that you'd escape the orbit. So you're right. You would want a wide orbit. You would want an eccentric orbit, and then oh, it's got a specific term when you actually make a burn at the closest point to towards the object. And I know it because I've played loads of Kerbal Space Program. Well, obviously I don't know because I can't remember it right now. Please blow up before I reach this. Just. No, can you? Because it's normally Miko or Siko, and then you just burn. But no, because Miko and Siko is main engine cut off and second engine cut off. That's nothing to do about the trajectory. But then they just say, oh, we're starting the orbit burn or whatever. So yeah, the main engine cutoff would be once they reached like outside the atmosphere, because that's the main booster, which they want to return to Earth. So then they'd start the second engine up. And these, I mean, well, these days that's true. Well, it's always been the case though. You like very few rockets would be one stage to orbit. In fact, I don't even think there are any. Oh, I'm running out of... I just shut down the computer. I wasn't paying attention to me. Oh god, why did it thrust? Why did sudden thrust? No, that was scary. I don't like that. I didn't want that. Yeah, I've got to watch out with the thrusters. They use a lot more power, and then especially if I'm actually using the microwave at the same time, that's just a lot of power. Normally just spin the main engines and the sea now to recover. Yes. Depends on the rocket. Because it turns out they're finding out that reusable rockets aren't actually that much cheaper to run than conventional rockets. And that's a bit them space ever recover and Russia lose them. Does China? China does what exactly? Oh, I'm dropping frames. Oh, I dropped frames for a bit. It's recovered though. Oh. I don't know what happened there. Oh, I'm getting some more fancy music. Oh, is a pirate arrived? Hold on, let's check. I don't see anyone on the scanner. Normally the more intense music means something's happening, but then I had scary music for ages, nothing happened, so who knows. They lose spacecraft normally on the moon. That they did. Oh, I think I see another craft actually there. What are you? Oh, right, okay. So there is actually a bounty hunter here, so there's probably some pirates here as well. So that's not ideal. Though again, just the fact that there's bounty hunters around makes it a little bit better for us, because I can probably mostly ignore the fact that there is pirates. In fact, I think the pirates are actually behind us. I can see on the visual feed here, except it just zoomed out, that there was thruster activity just below us. I suspect that's probably where they are, because obviously the pirates, they don't use what's it? They don't use transponders. Funny that. Oh yeah, I can see them now, in fact. Oh, it looks like they're beelining possibly straight for me as well. Bounty hunters, help! I'll just move a bit more. Oh no, there's more. There's more. I've made a terrible mistake. I've made a terrible mistake. I've made a terrible mistake. I've made an awful, terrible mistake. Oh, there's the thruster damage. No, this is actually worse. This is even worse now. Oh. Do you know what? Let's leave. Let's actually just leave. I think that's probably a good idea. Yeah, back to Escalus Prime, please. Oh, I was trying to stay good, not do loads of damage, and what have I done? Loads of damage, and this is going to shut off me. Oh. I must. Do you know what? I'm going to upgrade the reactor after all. I think that's going to shut off the computer again. Let's upgrade the computer. I think that might be an idea. I need the pets. Things went wrong right there at the end. Things went so wrong at the end. I panicked. Right, I think it was an okay haul though. Yeah, not too bad actually. Oh, and the reactor's quite damaged as well. I think it's time to replace the nuclear reactor. Oh, that's expensive. Well, I mean, I'm not paying for that just yet because I'm still insured, but I am about to run out of the insurance money. In fact, I think just replacing all of these, yeah, it's gone. It now costs me money to do all these repairs. Right, the manipulator could actually probably do with some repair. I'm just going to fix that rather than replacing it. The rest of the stuff's fine. I can deal with that. Yeah, so now it starts getting really expensive for repairs. Like I just got like 10k for free, effectively. And now everything would be so much more expensive. I think though that you could actually buy more insurance. I can't remember how this works. Okay, so it's essentially, it says it's using refurbished system. So I think it basically means you pay them 50,000 and you get 10,000 worth for parts. If I'm right, let's see. Let's just buy it. Oh, and there's a cool. Oh, of course, you can only do this once a month. But that should have, yeah. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, man, no claims. I don't think there could possibly be no claims out here. Someone's always going to hit something and do it. So that's how that works. Okay, so I can buy more insurance once a month, and that at least gets us 10,000 credit worth of repairs. So that's fine. Okay, I can do that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ooh. I am going to have another, just a little break though. So I will be back shortly, and I will have a drink as well. So I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So, yeah, it's just basically going to be waiting for that, for them repairs mostly. Was there anything else that I'd need? Well, thank you, Sarah. Oh yes, no, I desperately need a dual turbine, twin turbine, because I was running out of power left, right, and center. That was really annoying. Let's do that. So, I think everything else would be okay. That should be now more than enough power to run everything at the moment. Oh, and I wanted to tune my main thruster because that was way too much thrust. Actually, right down to the bottom. That's still more thrust than the other engine had. I think everything else was okay. Can I turn this off? The collision warning. If I turn that to 0 seconds, will that just not alert us to the collisions? Because it gets a bit annoying when that's going off all of the time. I hope that's what that would do. Because otherwise it's 10 seconds. It would give us 10 seconds warning, 0 seconds warning. It might warnings when something's already rubbing up against the ship, but that's fine. Was there anything else that I did look through these before? Everything else is mostly okay. So I'll just be able to, and then I've got a brand new reactor. Courtesy of mere insurance. Imagine just straight up replacing an entire reactor in 2 days. Oh, right. Oh, so the last option was just manual section. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I get it now. So what I might do is I might actually go to one of the other propeller areas here. I think this is one I tried to go to before and then crashed on the way out there. So I'll try that. This will probably actually be the last ring drive I do till the end of stream. Right, hopefully though, even firing the main thrusters fully, or just doing everything, I should probably usually be over, like, to the point that I might not even need that ultra capacitor now. That might be a bit excessive, but maybe it's not. We'll see. Oh yeah, even that. So basically when it's making that like sort of creaky noise, it makes that horrible creaky noise. That's me putting the thrust right down of that main thruster. Go on, let's just go fast. This might be a mistake, but I've got the better autopilot now, so it should help. I'll actually turn myself around though, so I can stop very quickly, should I need to. And yeah, that gives us loads of warning if I'm going to hit something. Right, so I'll have a bit of travel time to get to the propeller bit, but I think that's worth it. I should have bought a claim beacon. Never mind. I'm out here now, so. Oh, I didn't think I was going to pass it that close. Yeah, maybe I should give myself a bit more leeway. A bit more warning maybes. Well, I turned the warning off, didn't I? Oh god. No, this seems like a really bad idea. Why am I doing this? Oh, this is proper threading some of these. Oh, this is what the autopilot's helping with though. Like the autopilot's doing nothing except warning us of what I'm gonna hit. Oh, I could go like faster than this, but I don't dare. I could go like twice the speed I'm going, but I really just wouldn't do it. I like the music though, the fast traveling music. It's rocking, it is rocking. I get it. I didn't at first, but now I do. I should have. That's. Oh, I'm threading the needle again. Why am I doing this? Oh, that's a big rock. That's a big rock. That's a big rock. Oh, this is... Oh, I shouldn't be traveling this fast, but I want to get there. Right, I'm actually effectively in the propeller bit now. Oh, I need to slow down faster. Let's just use manual thrust, bugger it. No, 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 no. I just replaced me reactor. Why did I do that? Oh, what? Oh no, that's not good. That's really not good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna need another new reactor. God damn it. Oh god. Okay, well, I mean... So I've got a leak. I think the very important thing is the fact that the rods were totally jammed. They're no longer quite so jammed, but yeah, that's with all the jury rigging. I imagine that would be a fun task. Yeah, let's just fix this reactor on the fly. But that's actually what it is. Like, this is like literally when it's in jury rigging. So it's not even fixing it on the fly. It is literally just making it work. Oh, and that is... Oh, wait, hold on. Right. Okay. What I'm gonna do... I'm gonna throw... I've just noticed how quickly it was leaking... Or how fast I was leaking propellant. So... I think that's the bigger thing. I'm right at the start. I don't want to be leaking loads of propellant. What I really need to watch out now, though, is I really need to keep an eye on the reactor temperature. Which seems to be somewhat stable, so I think I'm okay. I've got quite a bit of headroom. I don't think it starts melting down until it's like over 4,000 Kelvin. Or like 5,000 Kelvin. Okay. It's getting kind of hot. I think it's going to be okay. I mean, it'll still do emergency propellant vents, but I think overall that's probably going to use less propellant than it constantly losing propellant. It's now going down very slowly, but it was going down very quickly before. Actually, what I find amazing, the most amazing thing, Captain, I need a few days off. I wonder why he's asking that. Me mechanic. What happened? Is it perchance because I've just destroyed a brand new reactor? Personal matters. Oh, honestly, it's fine. You take a few days off afterwards, after this dive. That's absolutely fine. Because honestly, I'm just going to replace the reactor. I'm not going to repair it. It's just going to get straight up replaced again. So I don't specifically need him for that. Oh my god, my thrusters are so bad. Johnny, you're not role-playing the butthole boss role. I'm not because, to be honest, it's fine I'm taking a couple of days off when I'm not going to need them around because it's going to take a couple of days to replace the reactor. Oh, these thrusters are useless. Hold on. Right, I care more about the fact that they're choked than the misaligned. I'm sure my autopilot will manage that more than anything else. I can't believe I got all the way here and then immediately crashed. And I didn't even bring a claim beacon. I'm upset. My reactor's also constantly running hot. Oh, I get the dumb cougar box. I deserve it this time, mind. I'm not going to get that much stuff this time, I don't think. Wait, what's happened? Why has that got stuck? What's going on? The arm just got stuck. I don't think I've seen that before. What was that? This arm sometime, honestly. Although I think I might have... Oh, have I done damage to the arm? Actually. Perhaps. It is slightly misaligned. Okay. Well, let's just let it wear a bit more. I'd rather. I'm tired of it being a bit misaligned. Actually, if it's gonna do stuff like that. At least I just bought. At least I just bought some more insurance. Oh god, I would have actually. It would have had paid like that amount alone in just insurance to replace the reactor again. I'm just apparently not very good at the game. And I'm never going to make any money if I keep destroying everything all the time. Oh, that asteroid's actually just coming straight for us. Oh god, the reactor is getting really hot. Please cool down. Oh, it's getting really hot. I'm just watching it. Just constantly going up in temperature. Yeah, I think a part of the problem is, see, at least when you're venting propellant, it does reduce the temperature a bit. I think when I'm using not venting propellant and I'm using a lot of power being the microwave, it's just generating a lot of power and starting to overheat. I think as long as I sort of keep an eye on it, it's okay. It does give us like some more warnings and everything, so it's not like I'd be that. And like I said, it would do an emergency propellant release to cool down. Don't get too bad. Oh god, that got really hot. Oh, it's still getting hotter. Oh, I think it's because what's happening is obviously the fuel rods are taking long time to actually move, both in or out. I mean, it's not to the point where it's got too cool, but it's certainly getting too hot. I mean, absolute worst comes, I'll just manually vent a bunch of propellant. Oh no, oh no, oh no, that's actually really bad. Oh no, that's really bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. Please stop heating home. Yeah, another problem though is if I am using a lot of propellant, it's also then using a lot of power, so it's trying to generate more. And then it means when I finally stop using the propellant, it's yeah, it's going. It's hilarious. You could fry an egg on it. It would be... It would get burnt incredibly quickly. And now it's really cold. And then immediately just heat. Oh god, honestly. Right, okay, do you know what? Actually, let's just accept the bigger leak. let's just accept the propellant venting. That's putting us on edge a bit too much. Because yeah, I'd lose a lot more if the reactor blew up. Which will happen. No, don't hit that, don't hit that, don't hit that, don't hit that. I've already done enough damage. Would that be death? I can't remember if it's like straight up death, like a reload of the save, or if you do go back to the station, mine the ship with the escape pod. Wait, that's a big chunk. That's a big chunk. I want that. I'm also getting like some, what I'd say is like the discovery music. So I don't know if there's something again nearby that's of interest. It probably is. I just need to find it. Not really the time for exploration. It's fine. It's fine. The reactor's okay now that I've changed the Jury back to the fuel rods. It just means I'm leaking more propellant. It's okay. I think the bigger issue I was having actually was more with the fact that the thrusters were so choked. And that was actually using a lot more propellant to try and get like the misaligned stuff up. Oh, there is a oh, I've just noticed actually. No, you're right. It's probably not the time for exploration because there is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Your Titan hail error. And then there's probably a pirate here. Oh no. I'm curious of what this is though. Because do you know what it could be? Oh, I might just hail these and pay them off. What do you want? 10 grand. 10 grand is fine. Actually, go. You take that. You take that. Because that's not much money. You'll probably bugger off. And I'll get to see what this other ship is. Which might actually be something to recover and take back. Which will actually be so worth it. A hell of a lot more worth it than 10 grand. There you are. You go and be dodgy somewhere else. Cougar, thank you. Thank you for the pet. Oh, it's not. It's not a ship. It's a. This is distress. This is a. Escape pod. So actually, yeah, that was worth it. Turns out the pirate needs 50k. No, this is an escape pod, so I'll be able to collect this escape pod and get a bounty for it, like well, not like a bounty, just like a rescue reward. Oh, I don't have me Wait, hold on. I don't have anything set to grab it. No! I just... Oh. Life pod logs corrupted. Oh. There we go. Right, funnily enough, oh. Wait, that was worth nothing. Why was that in me? Yeah, okay. I think I did lose some stuff. That's a bit annoying. It's not like I couldn't fit much more in now. Funnily enough, the life pod does take up a lot of space. You can see in the cargo port here. So actually, with that, let's just go back. Because there's not really much more I'd be able to do with that. And plus, I've got to do a lot of repair. Hopefully, like I said, I do get a bunch of money for the this escape pod though. Oh, I only got 50,000 for that, for the life pod rescue. Still, that was worth it, I think. Actually, do you know what? That's actually been one of the better hauls overall as well. Funny enough. Right, repairs. Oh. Oh. That's actually 0 as well. It's just completely, no, it gone. 80 grand to replace. Oh. That's most of my insurance there. Alright, let's just set all of me. Let's just, you know, new ship, everything, new everything. Let's just do it. Let's use all of my insurance and some of my money. And it'll take now 2.5 days. I don't know if I can see on leave. Oh yeah, it does tell us on leave until the 20th. So he's literally. Wait, no. Yes, that is the next day. Okay, so yeah, literally I'll get him like straight back. But I'd say that you know, that takes a while for each of the ring dives. So I think with that I will actually be ending the stream there. So yeah, it's been an interesting little game to play, like something a bit different. Because like I said, I didn't really want to go back to Grimdall while it's still crashing like all of the time. And it might be something I'll end up coming back to, perhaps. I don't know. I'll see how I feel on that. But it's been interesting. It's been good. It's been nice. Oh, is he on again? I think he's playing something else today. The was it Nitro side? Although isn't he playing Cassette Beast? He is playing Cassette Beast. So actually, yeah, he was actually fun last time. So actually, yeah, I'll raid him again as well. So I'll set up a raid for that. So feel free to join if you'd like. And yeah, it's been a good stream again. I've really enjoyed the thing again. The Delphi, it's good. But yeah, so we'll be over to no, so he was fun last time, and the Cassette Beast looks interesting. So yeah, we'll see where he's at with that. But it's been nice, and I'll see you all later. And good night, everyone. And yeah, we'll move on. So bye bye for now.